Welcome to another edition of Kentucky Farm Bureau's Candid Conversation. I'm Tim Thornberry, editor of the Kentucky Farm Bureau News. And as you can see, we are still working remotely, not in the office just yet, staying safe out here. I hope you're doing the same thing. Our guest today is Alex Francke, but you may know her better as our reigning Miss Kentucky. Alex, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's got to be an exciting world to be Miss Kentucky and all the things that you do. What are some of your duties as Miss Kentucky?
Well, my primary responsibility as Miss Kentucky is to be the spokesperson for the Kentucky Proud label, which is through our Kentucky Department of Agriculture under Commissioner Ryan Quarles. So every year, Miss Kentucky, since about 2000, has been the official spokesperson with the Ag Department. And I absolutely love my job. They're the ones that enabled me to go and visit all of the schools and do my entire school tour. Unfortunately, it was cut short, but we're not going to dwell on the negatives. We're going to focus on the positives. I got to talk to thousands of students, tens of thousands of students, about the importance of Kentucky agriculture and buying local foods and taking care of one another. It was really a dream come true.
Alex, did you have any idea that this would be part of your duties? And did you have any background in agriculture before coming to this job?
You know, I actually had the tremendous honor of serving as Miss Kentucky's Outstanding Teen, which is the little sister program to Miss Kentucky. I got involved in pageantry when I was about a junior in high school. I heard that it would be a fantastic way to continue serving my community and performing and earning scholarship money for school. So I was pretty gung-ho about it, and I got to serve alongside Miss Kentucky that year. And I got to see all the stuff that she did for the Ag Department. It was fascinating that she had such a cool role in one of the most important parts of our state's economy, and something that has affected almost every single person in Kentucky. So I was really, really excited going into it, having the opportunity to work for the Ag Department, especially since my grandparents are living on a farm down in southeastern Kentucky, and my mom grew up eating only farm fresh foods. She said that they ate organic before it was cool to eat organic because they only ate what they had on her grandmother's farm. So it's always been something that I've appreciated, and I was so excited to come into this role.
Is anything stick out in your mind as not necessarily more important, but maybe more surprising to you in this role?
Maybe more surprising. I was definitely surprised by how little I actually understood about the scope of the agriculture industry. It's so much more than just farm production and food production. Even my role that I've gotten to fulfill, partnering with Farm Bureau, partnering with Cattlemen's Association, some of our Kentucky Proud partners, it has been so cool to see just how much agriculture affects everyday life, and to meet kids who are excelling in 4-H and FFA and really just making a future for themselves in the world of agriculture has been really inspiring to me.
I would assume that you've gotten to travel all across the state doing this. Any place in particular that stands out in your mind that you've been to so far?
I have two places that stand out. There was a day in the fall that I drove down to Leslie County. And it was a beautiful day, and driving through the mountains, I mean, it was like a zigzag road, to say the least. It was so beautiful. I mean, I really felt like I was in a completely different place. It was prettier than, I think, Gatlinburg, just to know that we have that kind of beauty right here in our own backyard. And I also got to spend a lot of time in Western Kentucky, which isn't something that I had done prior to this year. My family is in Southeastern Kentucky, Lexington, and Louisville. So we're kind of in our own little crescent. And I got to spend time in Murray, Paducah, Owensboro, all the way over in Fulton and Graves County. I mean, it is stunning out there. I loved every second of my travels. I'm a travel bug at heart. I just spent a lot of more time traveling domestically this year than I thought that I would be. And it's a true gift.
Have you got to do any tractor driving yet?
I'm not sure anyone is silly enough to let me behind the wheel of a tractor. That's just like an accident waiting to happen. but I was in a tractor parade, and not many people can say that. So I've added that to my list of special skills.
You know, Alex, I think I was there for that tractor parade,
Yeah, it was in Flemingsburg.
yeah, it was. It
Yep.
was a beautiful day that I recall. But you know, we see that in our rural communities. There's so many things that go on that maybe folks that aren't that don't travel to those areas as much don't get to see. It really is fascinating, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
So where do we go from here? I know that plans changed when COVID-19 came about. How have you been fulfilling your duties since then?
Well, being quarantined certainly has shifted my year of service more than I thought it would. And I have tried to find lots of new and innovative ways to continue connecting with students and sharing information about agriculture and agriculture education. So I actually started a video series of which I am the director and writer and producer and costumer and editor. I have done it all. It's called Miss Kentucky Proud, kind of a play on Kentucky Proud and Miss Kentucky. We try to touch on everything from doing ag science experiments at home to something that you were a part of earlier today, which was our Ag Aspirations virtual career fair series. So I'm trying to do everything I can to continue serving the ag community, even if I am stuck at home, and utilize all of my marketing skills and my digital media skills that I learned in college.
You know, before all this came about, I follow you on social media and I saw a lot of photos of you interacting with young people. What are some of the messages that they were given to you out there?
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love children. I think kids are amazing. I would spend my time with kids 9 out of 10 times rather than adults because they just have so much curiosity. They have such a passion for life and excitement. Everything is fun for them. And so I got to go to schools and talk to kids about the importance of taking care of yourself, setting yourself up for success by putting good things in your body, like farm fresh foods, fruits and vegetables, setting goals for yourself, and treating others with respect and kindness to make our communities better places to live. I got to spread my mission of Adopt an Art, which is a nonprofit that I started to connect kids and schools to art resources and mentors, just to show kids that, hey, even if you're not planning on being a professional actor or a professional tuba player, being a part of the arts can benefit you and will benefit you in the long run. So I got to spread all kinds of positivity and love and encouragement to students who may have needed it more than I ever could have known.
Wow, you have been very busy, haven't you?
This is the most I have slowed down since I can't even tell you the last time because I became Miss Kentucky 3 weeks after I graduated from college. So I went from finals week to Miss Kentucky prep to Miss Kentucky to Miss America prep. I mean, it's been a nonstop whirlwind. So this is kind of strange.
You know, can you tell me a little bit about the future for Alex after this reign of as Miss Kentucky is over and you move on? What comes next for you?
You know, that is a fantastic question because I'm not quite sure yet. This was a goal of mine for a really long time to become Miss Kentucky and to have this job. And after doing this job for the whole year, I've really had time to think about how do I want to use this to propel myself into my next adventure? What kind of career do I want to find myself in? So, you know, I'm kind of like a lot of the students who are going to be watching our career series, and that I'm like, you know what? I'm not entirely sure what I want to do yet. I don't have it all figured out, and that's okay. But because I was a part of the Miss Kentucky and Miss America organization, I've actually earned almost $30,000 in cash scholarship money that I can use to go back to school and get a graduate degree, or I don't know, maybe a PhD if I felt like it. Not that I have that aspiration, but because I'm a part of the Miss Kentucky organization and I earned that scholarship money, that is a real possibility for me. So it's really exciting to think of all the things that are possibilities right now, even if I don't exactly know what's next.
Well, sounds to me like, Alex, you've got quite a career there if you want it in agricultural communications.
Hey, listen, I'll take it.
Well, I know from our interaction with you, you've been a great representative for our state and for our industry. And we just can't say enough good things about you and thank you enough for all that you have done. And certainly appreciate you being here on the show with us today. Our guest today is Alex Francke, Miss Kentucky. Thank you so much, Alex, for being a part of this.
Thank you. It was a blast. You guys are awesome.
Well, thank you for that. And for you viewers out there, if you like this show and have looked at our other episodes, you can find these on our website, on our social media platforms. We invite you to come out and find out all about agriculture and Kentucky Farm Bureau, and of course, Miss Kentucky. Thanks so much. See you soon.